Hello everyone, my name is Dougie, how are we all doing today? And welcome to a new series, welcome to This Is the Police. In this game we're playing as the Chief of Police, this guy right here, and we've got to protect our city from criminals by answering 911 calls and going into investigations and trying to find out who the culprit was, and we have to protect those innocent. So let's get into it, let's start a new game, and we have actually played this already. I did have a look at it when I bought it about a month ago or so, and I ain't played it since. But we're going to start, and we're going to lose all the data from the last save. But let's get straight into it. So, start off with the 3 newspapers. So, Freeburg. Freeburg is the name of our city. So, City Hall confirms rumours of Jack Boyd's resignation, Mayor Rogers' sex maniac, and Mark War 2 to be shown in Freeburg the day before the worldwide premiere by the Mayor's personal request. Alright, let's go to work. Wow, I think we might need a new guy if it takes 3 times to start the ignition.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away.
I love this guy's voice.
Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say.
I love like the cartoon
They're
cutscene
afraid
above.
of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
I love how it's all the little frames of like cartoon.
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell.
Yeah, I think I'd be mad
Not
as well.
because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm going to have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
Okay, so we're going in an interview to the press, I guess.
I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin?
So I'm guessing
Shutting my eyes as tight as I
demons
can.
of the press, maybe?
The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Okay, nice intro. Okay, right, so now we're in the press conference. So, good morning. Do I click? Okay, yeah. Yesterday, the Mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? I've been expecting this bullshit from the Mayor. What's the difference? He's a very sarcastic person. So, I really like about this game how it's a lot of decision making, you know, and there's nothing too hard about it. You just got to make decisions, and your decision affects how the game works, basically. So, let's go with a surprise. It's a surprise. I thought I'd be working as a policeman for another 5 to 10 years. I just want to serve the city. I was very surprised, of course. Do you already know the name of your successor? I think it's a new man. I think they'll bring in some new blood, a fresh man to take a fresh look at the problem. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy, Francis Kendrick, said he was looking forward to resigning. If the Mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? Who cares, really? That's his business, not mine. Ask him yourself. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? Bullshit! Excuse me, but that's a pile of horse shit. The mafia and the police are working together. Maybe they're in cahoots with the aliens. The mafia are a bunch of low-life criminals. How about someone ask a real question? Wow, he's very cranky. Do you think your personal relationship with the Mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? Possibly. It's often difficult to say what guards' policy decisions.
The back today, Mr. Boyd.
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
You're very cranky. Pills. And a cigar.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be.
Oh,
Rude,
shit.
arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack,
Oh,
I was
God,
hoping
his
to
voice
catch
is-
you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people.
What a
Don't
bitch.
Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon.
Oh, he nicked my cigar. What a bastard.
180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have
Rex
any
Madison of the
problems
city.
with me. I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
Well,
And quit smoking at the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number.
Okay, this is the mayor's assistant.
Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Well, I'll let this go. Checkpoint, day 2. Another 3 newspapers. Civil servants' wages won't be raised this year. Head of Culture Department owns villa in Italy. Jack Boyd's resignation had no influence on Francis Kendrick's decision to withdraw from the FPD. So we're Jack Boyd, and we are the chief of the Freeburg Police Department, and this goddamn car is not starting again.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
Who's this guy?
My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg.
So this must be our deputy.
No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered.
I wonder what he did.
I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Ah, we're in. Okay. Would you like to receive tips about how the games work? Show me what you've got. I'm a 60-year-old police chief a few months away from retirement. I don't need anyone to tell me how to do my job. Wow. Yeah, let's do the tutorial, just for the video benefit. Freeburg PD organises upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift officers respond to crimes in progress and detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move employees between shifts. Proceed. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policeman. A figure about 150 is considered average. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable. Right, okay. So it's this bit we want above 150. Wow, so he's really above that. So he's really, really good. And the energy. So the energy goes down. And the further it goes down, the less reliable they are. Right, okay. And the employees don't tell us everything. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can think of to take the day off, while some like to drink too much. So I'm guessing if this guy's got an alcohol bottle here, he's an alcoholic. Okay. And that's it, I guess. So, Shift B we are on. This is our staff. Kochi, Yancey, Perdy, Asana, Austin, Price, Mole, De Britta, and Armstrong. Right, okay, let's start the day. And the music is good. Still a cigar there. Oh, nice. Right, we got rid of the cigar. So, here we go. This is... The game finally begins. So, responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before their timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take your officers to travel back and forth, so the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work. Okay, so this is a police call. The easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units you're allowed to send on the call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option of sending SWAT, but they must be accompanied by at least one officer. The number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information from the location of the crime scene to the presence of the weapon and so on. All of this can tell you how seriously each case should be taken. Right, okay, yeah. So, we can send a maximum of 2 police officers. We can't send the SWAT. And it tells us what it is. So it's a hit and run. A married couple excited over a convenience store. Exited. God, I can't read today. I'm sorry about that. A married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot back over a homeless man who'd been digging through a trash can. The driver jumped out to help, but once he saw that he'd hit a bum, he got back in the van and quickly drove away. So, let's send... I think it's best if we send like a decent officer and then maybe someone that's not as good. Okay. Let's send them. Oh, this is so cool. I really like this game. So this is what we've got to do. We've got to sit here and we've got to answer the calls. And we have a timer. So, a fight. A theatre manager reports that during a show of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempts to force his way into the theatre carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with a theatre's security guard. So it's a bit more serious, so if we send like a bit higher officers like that. Okay, so we get a report from the hit and run. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies. But the truth is, sometimes the criminals manage to escape just to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Just try to avoid. Okay, yeah, we don't want anyone dying. Dead cops will hurt your roster, and dead citizens bother them even more than living ones. Offender caught and no one was harmed. So perfect. And these guys leveled up, which is really good. Alright, I'm getting the hang of this, it's good. So I'm guessing this is the police station and these other buildings I don't really know. But let's get the report from the fight. And he was caught and no one was harmed again. Perfect. Oh, we got another one. Armed robbery. 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off with their whole collection of adult movies. Well, the criminals fled in a car, but the store manager wrote down the car's license plate. The owner is one Janet Brown, who lives in the suburbs. Alright, so let's send Kirchi and Asana. Let's go for it. Okay, so these guys just got back, so let's send them straight out on another one. To a fight, a brother and sister clashed with each other over their deceased father's will. According to one of the lawyers, we don't dare separate them, and our security guard is off duty tonight. Alright, I'm going to send Paddy with Price. A lot of P's. Alright, we've got some officers back, that's good.
412A is progress.
A passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician, then run away with his guitar and money. Alright, let's send these two. Let's send these guys. Alright, so we have 3... Oh, when your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask you to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. Right, okay, so the vehicle in question is parked right outside. Okay, so this is the armed robbery. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room windows. Oh, what should we do? I think we should tell them that the house is surrounded. We did it? No one unharmed? Nice. Fantastic. So we get a report from there. Oh shit, the offender escaped. Oh, and we lose rank, really? Damn. Okay, so these orange bars indicate that people are on the way, and then these guys should be almost there, I think. Let's have a look at the report. Again, someone escaped. We're not doing good here. Maybe we should have sent some high level officers on that one. You win some, you lose some, I suppose. Oh, is that the end of the day? Should we wait for these guys to get back and then we'll end the day? Right, okay. Let's end the day. Nice. If you think you'll need a couple of extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime. But if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody's bound to make an escape. A mistake. Alright, so this is shift B. Alright, yeah. So we've got a father and son here. Right. Let's end the day there.
Used to be when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else.
So maybe it was
Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody
not?
wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in
So what are we getting
180
up to?
days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand.
Who's Sand?
Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole
Oh, this
family
guy's
paid
dead.
the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you
So we don't
say
want to mess
that
this
name
with the
again.
guy.
Jack, please listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
So Kendrick is a crook. He's in with the most powerful gang in the sea. Right. So day 3, we got another checkpoint, and I'm gonna leave it there. I'm sorry if this episode was a little bit boring. I tried to be quiet so you could hear all the intros and the cutscenes and stuff like that. Next episode will be shorter, more talking, and be more towards the game where we actually answer the calls and stuff like that. But if you're at this point, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to find out when the next video comes out. I upload daily, or if not daily, every other day. Thank you for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.